Artificial intelligence. It's shaping the systems we depend on, promising a world of convenience, speed, and automation. A world where machines understand, respond, and even anticipate our needs. But what if, beneath the algorithms and slick interfaces, the real intelligence isn't artificial at all? What if behind the seamless experience lies a hidden workforce, real people, working quietly behind the scenes? This is the story of AI's India problem. Not a problem with India, but a problem about how the AI industry relies on it, often invisibly. We'll explore two companies, two big promises, and one uncomfortable truth about who's really doing the work behind today's smartest machines. Back in 2018, Amazon made headlines with something that felt like science fiction brought to life, their Just Walk Out technology. The premise was simple, yet revolutionary. You walk into a store, pick up what you want, and just walk out. No lines, no cashiers, no scanning. It sounded like magic, and the magician, we were told, was AI. A web of cameras and sensors powered by cutting-edge machine learning would recognize your items and charge your Amazon account instantly. It was frictionless, effortless, futuristic, or so it seemed. But as customers started using the system, many noticed something strange. Their receipts often didn't arrive for hours, sometimes even longer. If AI was watching everything in real time, why the delay? The answer wasn't in the cloud. It was in an office building thousands of miles away, in India. Credible reports, most notably from The Information, revealed a staggering reality. Amazon's Just Walk Out system wasn't solely run by AI. In fact, a significant portion of the magic was being performed by a team of over 1,000 human workers in India. Their job? To manually review the video feeds from the stores. When the AI was unsure if you picked up a bag of chips or just grazed it with your hand, these human reviewers made the final call. They were the ghost in the machine. At its peak in 2022, it was estimated that for every 1,000 Just Walk Out transactions, a staggering 700 required some form of human review. The dream of a fully automated store was, in reality, a labor-intensive remote operation. Now, to be fair, Amazon pushed back on the idea that this was some kind of deception. A spokesperson clarified that this human involvement was primarily for training the AI models and annotating video to improve accuracy. This is a standard practice in the industry known as human in the loop. But the sheer scale and the direct impact on the customer experience, like those delayed receipts, suggested this was more than just training. It was a core part of the operational process. In early 2024, Amazon announced it was pulling the Just Walk Out system from its larger Amazon Fresh grocery stores. The official reason cited is that customers preferred smart shopping carts that let them track their totals in real time. Maybe that's true, but it's hard not to wonder if the hidden labor costs, technical complexity, and public scrutiny made the system too hard to maintain. Amazon's Just Walk Out wasn't a complete hoax. The technology was real, but it relied heavily on a layer of invisible human effort. And that's a pattern we're seeing more and more. But what happens when that line between collaboration and outright deception is crossed? Imagine you have a great idea for an app, but you can't code. Enter Builder.ai, a company that promised to bring your vision to life using AI. You describe your app, and their AI will build it for you, quickly and at a fraction of the cost of traditional development. The face of this revolutionary platform was Natasha, a virtual assistant supposedly powered by sophisticated artificial intelligence. Builder.ai marketed itself as a no-code, AI-driven solution that was democratizing software development. The pitch was incredibly successful. The company was valued at a staggering $1.5 billion, backed by major players like SoftBank Group and Microsoft. It was a unicorn, a shining example of AI's transformative power. But in 2025, the illusion shattered. It was revealed that Builder.ai's AI was, in large part, a facade. The company employed over 700 software engineers based in India who were manually processing client requests and writing the code that was advertised as being AI-generated. Natasha, the brilliant AI assistant, was effectively a front for a conventional software development team. This wasn't just human in the loop for training purposes. This was the entire loop. The fallout was swift and severe. The company's fraudulent claims led to a loss of investor confidence, regulatory investigations in both the US and the UK, and ultimately a bankruptcy filing. The term AI washing, disguising human labor as artificial intelligence, was thrust into the spotlight. Builder.ai had sold a fantasy, and when the curtain was pulled back, there was no wizard, just a team of hardworking engineers whose labor was being misrepresented as machine intelligence. So what do these two stories tell us? On one hand, we have Amazon, a tech giant pushing the boundaries of automation, but finding that the real world, with its infinite variables, is far messier than a training dataset. Their use of human reviewers in India was a practical, if not entirely transparent, solution. On the other, we have Builder.ai, a cautionary tale of hype outpacing reality, where the promise of AI was used to mask a fundamentally human-powered service. Both cases, however, shine a light on AI's India problem. Not a problem with India. This isn't about villainizing India. Far from it. India is full of brilliant technologists, data experts, and engineers. What we're looking at is how the global tech economy relies on these workers, often quietly and cheaply, to bridge the gap between what AI can do and what we say it can do. Many of these workers are often paid a fraction of what their Western counterparts would earn for similar tasks. While a data labeling job in the US might pay $20 to $40 an hour, a worker in India could be earning just a few dollars for the same shift. And often, these jobs come with no benefits, little job security, and strict contracts that forbid them from ever talking about the work they're doing. And for this crucial work, they receive minimal credit. It's the modern-day version of the Wizard of Oz. We're told to pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, to simply marvel at the great and powerful AI. But the reality is, the AI revolution in its current form is being propped up by a global human workforce, performing tasks that are often repetitive, mentally taxing, and systematically devalued. The question isn't whether AI is real or powerful. It undoubtedly is. The question is one of transparency and ethics. As we race toward an increasingly automated future, it's worth asking who or what is really powering the intelligence we are starting to depend on. The story of AI is still being written, and it seems for now that some of its most important chapters are being authored by human hands thousands of miles away.